So we get in contact with Krishna through bhakti. And then we come more often because we want to experience more of that, isn't it? We want to experience this on a daily basis. That's why we are inspired to come to the temple, to offer, to sing in kirtan with devotees. We want that nectar, we want that beautiful energy. And that's how Krishna attracts us, through his mercy, through Radharani. And we know all that, isn't it? That happened to all of us who are coming regularly here, who are often here. And then something interesting happens. We become associated with devotees. We become part of a beautiful society of devotees who are most exalted people on the planet, isn't it? And devotees naturally behave very nicely towards us because devotees are merciful. They want to, always make us feel special. And then we learn more about philosophy of Krishna consciousness. We learn what is tattva, what are these truths actually? Who is Krishna? We learn that Krishna is the one who originated everything. We learn that we are infinitesimal, very, very small. Nobody can see us. We learn that we are always in relationship to Krishna as a servant, but that we have forgotten it. And then we come regularly to the temple. We learn how to put tilak. We learn that eating prasadam is very important because that is another touch of Radharani's mercy. We want to eat only prasadam. And then our life becomes more and more spiritual. We become devotees. And then we get seva in the temple. Can you imagine? There is nothing like this in the material world. Because this getting seva in the temple, it's actually activity of Vaikuntha, of spiritual world. And in this material world, nobody actually has seva for Krishna. Only those who are very, very special souls can get seva, can get to be in kirtan, chant Lord's names, can listen to holy scriptures, can read holy scriptures. These are all sevas. Then we can look at the deities. This is another seva. We can greet devotees with love. This is another seva. Then we get in contact with Srila Prabhupada's books. We are reading Srila Prabhupada's books. We are, offering to others. We are inviting other people. Then we are distributing prasadam, and we are eating prasadam. These are all sevas. These are all activities of the spiritual world. So can you imagine, we are in a material world, but we are doing activities of the spiritual world, of Vaikuntha. And then we get, as I said, we get some important seva in the temple. We get to lead the kirtan. Can you imagine? Who in this world gets the chance to lead the kirtan? Only very special souls. Or who gets the seva to greet the guests, for example. That is the duty of Jaya and Vijaya. They are in the spiritual world. So people who are, devotees who are coming to the spiritual world, Jaya and Vijaya, and greeting them. So we are getting to perform activities of Jaya and Vijaya. And then our life, we think that we hear more about Krishna consciousness from devotees, and devotees tell us, it's not enough that you just come here and that you appreciate, you also need to do sadhana. Then we think, oh, what is this sadhana? This is something new? They say, yes, if you want to be a sincere devotee, you must commit. You have to say that today or every day I'm going to do something for Krishna or something specific. For example, devotees, one of the most important sevas that we have is chanting the holy names, because chanting the holy names is getting in direct contact with Krishna. It is like having Krishna's darshan. Krishna is in front of us, or as Srila Prabhupada would say, Krishna is dancing on our tongue. So we hear that Prabhuji, Mataji, you must rise early in the morning. No too much sleeping, it's not good. And then chant Hare Krishna, chant 4 rounds. And then we say, okay, I will chant 4 rounds from today. And then we get up in the morning, we take shower and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. As Prabhuji said, you will have 1 round of Maha Mantra. You will be able to chant with devotees here. So, then we are getting some tastes because we are committing to Krishna. And Krishna responds. It is said that when we make 1 step toward Krishna, then Krishna makes 100 steps toward us. Or 1,000. And then devotees say, okay, it's nice that you're chanting 4 rounds, but if you really want to be sincere, and if you want to get initiated, then you have to chant 16 rounds. That is 2 hours every day. Then we think, oh my God, 2 hours, let me try. But then when you come in association with devotees here in the morning, where everybody chants, then you feel, oh, it is possible. And then you chant with devotees 16 rounds every day. And you become a proper ISKCON Hare Krishna devotee. You then think you are becoming ready to get initiated. And then one day, when you chant many years, when you chant Hare Krishna, like this, 16 rounds, and when you do sevas in the temple, when you read Srila Prabhupada's books, when you understand more and more, then you get in contact with Parampara, with Srila Prabhupada, with Srila Prabhupada's, one of the Srila Prabhupada's disciples, and then you get initiation, then you get new name. It's even better. Can you imagine, everybody calls you Krishna Das or Radharani Devi Dasi. It's very special, isn't it? You become one of the very rare people in this world. If you go out, you will see millions of people who are not coming in the temple, who are not chanting Hare Krishna, who do not have any sadhana, and who are not initiated devotees. Isn't it? So you become one of the very, very special people in this world. And then, after years of practice, something very important happens. Krishna begins to show you your flaws, something that you still have material attachments in your heart. And then you get tests in devotional service. Nothing is new anymore. You know everything. You know philosophy. You do sadhana. You're having seva. You are very respected, and you are on your own with Krishna. And then you have a chance to take real shelter of Krishna. Because once we see, I have this problem in my heart, I am not pure devotee. Because, isn't it, we have come from a materialistic background. We have, before coming into contact with Krishna and with devotees, we did all kinds of nonsense activities, isn't it? It's natural that in our heart there are all kinds of anarthas, all kinds of things that are taking us away from Krishna. So, by coming in contact with Krishna, we got some taste and we got connection, but we didn't immediately get relieved of all anarthas, isn't it? That is a process. This is something that is going to happen. And then we can actually take shelter of Krishna. We can come to devotees and say, I have this problem. Tell me, how did you go through this problem? What did you do? And then devotees told us, it depends on problem, but they tell us, and basically, take shelter of association, take shelter of sadhana, take shelter of Krishna's holy name, take shelter of devotees with whom you can, you are on the same level, with whom you can talk nicely, like this. So this is a crucial point in devotional life. And once we see all this, then we can understand that what we have been before and what we have become. So we have been away from Krishna, we have been foolish, we had some material desires that we thought we want to, we came to this material world to be able to fulfill these material desires, and we were, unsuccessful ultimately, and now we are on the path of Krishna consciousness. So once we see this, we can understand that all devotees have been tricked by the trickster, the best trickster in all worlds, that is Krishna. Can you imagine? He just tricked us. We have been, we came here to forget him, but somehow he found a way to come into our hearts, to attract us little by little, little by little, little by little, and now we have become devotees. We have tilak every day, we have Vaishnav clothes, we have important sevas. We cannot go away from here, isn't it? This has become our identity. How can we just now leave? It would be stupid. It would be, even for our ego, that would be very difficult. Because now our ego has identified with being a devotee. So Krishna has tricked us to become devotees. So once we see this, we will never criticize any devotee. Because we will know that he is on the path of devotion. He's trying. He's not pure. And he's being touched by Krishna. He's been tricked by Krishna. That's why he, as it is, with all its flaws, he is very, very, very special, and he's very dear to Krishna. So, you see, when we think that we can judge someone, then we think actually being in Krishna consciousness is my doing. I am very special because I become devotee. Isn't it? Then we think, I would not do the way he is doing. I wouldn't make this mistake as this devotee. So how can he behave like this? Or why is he doing something to me? Isn't it? We are suffering in this material world because we have identity crisis. We think that we are doing things. But this is another subject that is very, very deep, and we'll talk about this some other time. We should know that if we ever think bad about any other devotee, or if we just see that something is wrong that any other devotee is doing, and we tell this to anybody else, this is like a gardener who plants nice flowers to offer to Krishna and then brings mad elephant. Mad elephant in the garden will splash all the beautiful flowers that we have grown for Krishna. So, by being in knowledge, we will never make aparadhas, even in our mind, because we will respect all devotees. We will see Krishna doing. We will not see I am doing, I'm better. So, one thing, as a devotees, we have advantage over all other beings in this world. For example, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita one very simple verse, and that is the truth that usually comes into one ear when we hear this, and it comes through our other ear. Somehow it's very difficult to comprehend. That truth is Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Krishna says that in this material world, that foolish people, they think that they are doers, that they perform activities, but in actuality, these activities are performed by the three modes of material nature. Let me just see. Very good. So, when we hear such a verse, what do we think? Does it stick to our heart when Krishna says, you are not doer? Usually, it's a philosophical thing. We might not really understanding. It might not touch our heart. But if we understand this very simple truth, then a window will open to totally another dimension. And we as a practicing devotees have that unique chance to understand this truth. Listen to me very carefully now. Like Mataji is chanting now. Okay? So, tell me, who can order Krishna to do anything? Malini says, nobody. Who can order Krishna? Krishna is ordering everybody else what to do. Nobody can order Krishna to do anything, isn't it? He is the absolute master of everything. They say even a blade of grass doesn't move without Krishna's blessing. So, Krishna and Krishna's holy name are same, isn't it? So, is Mataji chanting? Is she chanting, or is Krishna coming to her? What do you think? Can anyone order Krishna, Krishna, come to me now and dance on my tongue? No. Krishna is independent. He's Swaram. Krishna can do whatever he wants. And maybe sometimes, we as a devotees or practicing devotees, you can sometimes feel that you don't feel like chanting. Why? Because Krishna doesn't feel like dancing on your tongue. So we as a devotees have unique chance to understand that we are not doers. That Krishna comes every day by his own will and he's giving us darshan. For 2 hours we have darshan of Krishna. Okay? And when we chant next time, just think, I am not chanting now, but actually Krishna is coming to me now. Have you heard ever in advanced lectures about chanting that chanting is all about emotion? Isn't it? If you don't have any emotions while you're chanting, then that chanting is actually dry. But when you know that during the chanting it's actually Krishna who is coming, then you have to feel something, isn't it? What do you feel? You feel gratitude, at least. You feel Krishna is caring for me. Krishna thinks that I'm worthy, that he comes to me. He decided on his own will to come and to dance on my tongue. So, when we understand this, and when we chant in this understanding, then we can actually start slowly to understand that whatever we are doing is by different Krishna's energies. So who is moving my hand now? Is it Radharani's energy of bhakti, or it is my karma, the 3 modes of material nature, what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita? Krishna says in these words that we are not doing anything, that these are all 3 modes of material nature. But also, it is said that when we are touched by Radharani's bhakti potency, then our body moves in different way. Our tongue moves and produces Krishna's and Radharani's names, isn't it? And glories. We only want to glorify the devotees. We only want to glorify Krishna. Why? Because we have been touched by bhakti. And when we see things in that way, we will never ever think that we are better than anyone. We will never think that we can judge other devotees. Our bhakti will be protected. So don't allow mad elephant to come into your garden that you are so carefully taking care of. Don't ever think bad about others, or because we don't have control over our thoughts. When the thought, some negative thought about other person comes to your mind, just use your higher intelligence and think from the spiritual perspective. Think that Krishna has in one way or another attracted this devotee, and this devotee is not pure, and he is here getting purified. So let us all always take shelter of Krishna's holy name. How? When we chant in kirtan or in japa, we should always know Krishna is coming now. by Radharani's mercy. Radharani is coming. They are dancing on my tongue. And Krishna is now, he's standing in front of me and he's looking at me. And what am I doing? Who actually am I? The manifestation of us is our consciousness. So where is my consciousness? Krishna is coming. Krishna is here. He wants to be with me. But what am I doing at this moment? Am I trying to hear every holy name? Am I trying to absorb his contact? Or am I thinking of something else and I'm not caring actually? So you see, sometimes we as a long practicing devotees, we have a burden of our ego and we think, I have to chant 6 more rounds and at 10 in the evening, you know. Sometimes it happens, we have lots of seva and we don't get the time to chant properly and then we have 6 months and then we can think, oh my God, I have to chant. But we will not be able to chant. Only Krishna, we can say, Krishna, will you please come? I want to associate with you. Please come again. And actually, when we understand, when we more and more develop that consciousness, we will understand that we have never come to the temple. Krishna brought us. We have never done any seva. Krishna or Radharani has moved our mind, our hands, our eyes in direction of seva. We have never promised to chant 16 rounds. Krishna has given us the deal. He said, I'm giving you desire to chant 16 rounds, to be with devotees. This is my deal for you. Will you accept that deal? And then we said yes. So on daily basis, Krishna is actually saying our names. We think that we are chanting Krishna's names, but actually if Krishna sees desire in our hearts, every day he will say our names. Prabhuji, what is your name? Oh? Sangraha. So if Sangraha Prabhuji yesterday chanted his rounds and he was very attentive. He was there for Krishna. And he cried in his heart, Krishna, I want you to be with me. So Krishna becomes very attracted to that. And he says, next morning, he says, Sangraha Prabhu, Sangraha Das. And then Sangraha Prabhu gets all the inspiration. Because Krishna says, yes, you are respecting the deal that I gave you, that I offered, so I'm giving you strength, I'm giving you intelligence, I'm giving you everything you need to be in that relationship, to have that deal. So now, each one of us can think, what is my deal with Krishna? Once I asked one girl, what is your deal with Krishna? And she said, when my father, her father is also a devotee, when my father organizes kirtan in my home, then he asks me also to lead the kirtan, because she sings very beautiful. And then she says, and then I feel Krishna wants me to sing. I think this is my deal with him. And when I do this, it's not always easy. I don't feel always like, because she's very shy, she doesn't want to, sing always when there are unknown people. But then she said, okay, I will sing. And then everybody becomes inspired because she sings very nicely. So you can think for a minute, what is my deal with Krishna? What has Krishna offered me on daily basis that I'm doing? Maybe at this moment you can do this exercise. Just close your eyes for a minute and think, what is the deal that Krishna is offering me? Is there maybe somebody who would like to share? What is your deal with Krishna? Yes? No? Prabhuji? Okay. Do we have a mic for him? Is it on? Okay. What is your deal with Krishna? What is Krishna offering you so you are accepting the deal? What are you doing on daily basis that is Krishna offered to you in a deal? Okay? Like what practically, what exactly? Okay? Mm-hmm. So are you chanting every day? Do you have any prescribed time frame? Like how long do you chant? Okay. Whenever you get time, you chant. And you feel that this is what Krishna wants from you. Nice. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share? Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
For Krishna. So I meditate on him. So he told me that you chant my name, you do bhakti, you be with me, I get rid of your problem.
Rid of?
I get rid of your problem.
Problems. Good. That is very nice. So whenever you have chance, also you are doing bhakti, and then Krishna promised you will have no problems. Does anyone else have that similar experience? Is there one more person who would, maybe from Mataji's side, who would like to share the deal that you have with Krishna? Okay, that is a thing that you can think. Every day Krishna may offer you a new deal. And then, once you respond to Krishna's deal, we have a person. Okay. We don't have much more time, but you please tell us. We are very interested to know. Oh, we cannot hear. Prabhuji, is it louder? Please try to tell us loudly so we can understand.
I find expressing different emotions. And sometimes I feel vibes. He's giving me that life breath and that happiness, that courage, that self-sufficiency. Everything comes from him. He's the source of happiness, and he's like a father. Even if I feel like an orphan, I don't have my mother, but still I feel that there is someone who is always looking at me. He's giving me that kind of an assurance that you are not alone in this world.
Great. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Please, one round of applause for this wonderful answer. So that is something for us to think about and to experience in life. Thank you so much for being patient and listening. We will do kirtan now for another 40 minutes. Please try to be very present. Know that Krishna is coming to you and see what you are offering to him. Where are you? Where is your consciousness? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा। तो प्रभु जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देंगे। उन्होंने बहुत भक्ति का जो साइंस है बहुत अच्छी तरह से सिंपल लैंग्वेज में बताया। आई होप यू गॉट इट। एनीबॉडी कैन गेट इट। उन्होंने बताया अच्छी तरह से कि जैसे कि जय विजय